TBRs. My name is Paige.
And I'm Ash.
And this is Pages with Paige with Ash. And today we're going to be doing a special round of Cluedo chooses our October TBRs. As we'll see in a minute, we have a Nightmare Before Christmas version of Cluedo, and so we decided that for this month we're going to put a pause on my game and play this together and essentially work our way around the rooms and just make it adapted to suit both our reading needs for October. If this does extend out and we don't finish the books that we've picked within October, but there is no end date as per se. We're trying to get through it in October, but it's no stress.
If we run over a little bit.
And we will do a just solo wrap up of this, whereas for next month when we're doing my November TBR, I'll talk through all of what fulfilled the prompts from September then.
A little bit of chaos, but that's normal.
That's us. So the prompts that we're using are taken from ARCtober, which is one of the readathons I'm co-hosting, as well as my team prompts for Camp Crystal Lake, which is Barb's readathon as well, which I am the team captain for Camp Elm Street. So that's where the prompts are coming from. I also have one nostalgia one and two buddy read book clubs, just because I do have a few extras in there. So I thought, let's not completely rule them out. Let's give me a chance of getting something I actually have to read, as I've made a commitment to it, onto this TBR.
In some way.
Yeah, so we are only going to be doing one prompt per room and just reveal both cards, which is what Naomi from Naomi's Bookshelf normally does, whereas I do the two prompts, but we're trying to make this as achievable as possible.
Yeah, we have enough, well, you have enough books to read this month, so let's just have it as simple as possible for us.
While still being chaotic as shit.
Yes.
Oh, I'll leave all the readathon information linked down below. Yeah, I'm really happy that Ash wanted to join me because Nightmare Before Christmas is one of his top tier films.
Top tier, and yeah, I've got a Nightmare Before Christmas Cluedo board to use.
Yes.
So, yay.
I may or may not have bought that for Christmas for him, so with this intention in mind. We haven't even opened it until now.
Until now.
Yeah, for this game. And it is just going to sit over on a table all set up so we can actually reveal it and have a look at what the things are for as long as it takes us to get through these books.
Yeah.
And if we land on a blank space throughout this process, it just ends our turn. We're not doing any challenge prompts, as, like I said, simple.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. And
so, yeah.
like, if someone lands on too many blank spaces, well, so it's going to end up with someone with more prompts than the other, so.
Yes. We also have the opportunity to pass off prompts, so if there's one that we don't think we can fulfill but we know the other person can, we can shift it their way. On to roll number one. So welcome to October Cluedo with a twist. As I would have explained, Ash and I are going to work to get around this board in the entire month, so there are the few adjustments, like only doing one prompt per room so you get both cards, and we will pick up with my usual Cluedo next month. So going into November, I'll talk through all the books that I read in September, etc, etc. Whilst we are aiming to get this done in the month of October and doing a special wrap up for it, if that doesn't happen, that's a-okay. It will just continue on and sit behind us on a different table, set up, ready to go until we are ready. This board is very reflective.
Very
shiny.
Very shiny.
So we've got our little characters here. Ash will be playing as Jack and I'll be playing as Sally. I did contemplate playing as Oogie Boogie, but we'll keep it as Jack and Sally. Like I said, Ash is one of his favorite movies of all time is Nightmare Before Christmas, so we do have a lot of stuff. I'm very excited. If we don't enter a room, then we're not doing challenges. It's just the next person's more likely to accrue some books. So with that, let's go to roll number one.
I'll start.
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So we've got a little tray of prompts, and these are all ARCtober or Camp Crystal Lake prompts. So if it mentions an ARC, just do whatever.
Oldest ARC.
Oh dear. Oldest ARC.
Okay, well, I started us off with roll number 1. I got into Dr. Finkelstein's lab and I got the oldest ARC. prompt. So for me, out of all of the arcs that I have, most of my arcs go back to work. So it's only the ones I hang on to that don't go back to work. And that would be Life Ceremony by Siaka Murata. Eye candy, quite literally. Like, it's probably gonna mess me up something just like Earthlings did. And perfect for October to give me a little bit of spooky, nostalgic, messed up Siaka Murata.
Sounds so enjoyable.
Always enjoyable.
When did it come out?
Came out in August. So yeah, as I said, most of my books tend to go back to work, like on release or before release, after I finish reading. There's the odd one that hangs around that no one else is gonna read, so I might as well hang on to it. On to roll number 2.
And that's my first roll. Is a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need a prompt. There is going to be spillage. This one is, oh shit, indie published. So for roll number 2, I ended up in the treehouse, and so I got the prompt indie published. For this, I went through my NetGalley shelf, which is where I'm predominantly focusing on for ARCtober, and found The Goddess and the Woodsman by Coraline Moss. I really don't know too much about this. This was also a cover request, so I just went in and saw that there was like fire on the cover and a Grecian vase, and I was like, sounds good to me. So yeah, I got accepted, and now I'm gonna read it. I have no idea what it's about. That's the case with a lot of my arcs. I do a lot of cover requesting, so this is gonna be fun.
Sometimes going in blind is fun.
Yes.
And can be quite rewarding, actually.
So on to roll number 3.
All right, roll number 3.
4. Very nice. There's 2.
Underhyped, no one is talking about. For roll number 3, I got into Jack's house. I went home and I got underhyped, or no one is really talking about. I always found that even though Paige herself loved the series and I really enjoyed the series, it's not really talked much about. So I'm finishing off the Hell's Library series with God of Lost Words. Paige has been hounding me to read this for quite some time, and I just have never gotten around to it. It's finally time to do it, since I think the series is underhyped. I really enjoyed the first 2.
I feel like a lot of people talk about the first book, but that's not many continue on with the series, whether they just don't realize that it is, because in a way, Library can work as a standalone.
Oh god, yeah.
It really does end well enough. Like, there's no, it hints to more, but
it could be left alone.
Yeah, whereas it is hyped on my channel, and for those that are new here, hi, I don't shut up about this series. It has been a while because I'm still emotionally traumatized from it, but not many other people. Whenever I see anyone talk about it in their TBR videos, I'm like, oh my god! I'm so excited
it's
for
a
you to
Pash
finish.
recommendation.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to be as hurt as badly as I was.
Roll number 4, off we go.
7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here we go. Get this one. So this was a bonus prompt that I threw in because I was petrified about not getting this book on my TBR. So it's now going to be on my TBR, and the prompt is nostalgic. So for roll number 4, I ended up in the toy workshop and I got the prompt nostalgic. And so every year I reread one particular book. It is either in July or October. And I've literally managed to stagger it each year to be on the right month. This month, I'm reading Matilda by Roald Dahl. This would be my 7th year documenting my reread, but I'm confident I've read it
every year.
30 times on top of that. And I'm only 27. I love this story. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Fills me with joy. I'm very happy to dive into this on top of the intensity that I have. So I definitely wanted to get this on. I'm not skipping the reread for anything. On to roll number 5.
Oh. So, roll number 5, I didn't land anywhere. That's the one where I landed outside the rooms. I'm like... So, we're on to roll number 6.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll bring it on screen. Let's get this one. So I got LGBTQ plus, right? Woo! Yay. So for roll number 6, I ended up in Santa's house, and the prompt that I got was LGBTQ plus red. So for this, it was an ARCtober prompt. So going for another ARC, I have been accepted for The Wicked Remain by Laura Poll. This is the second in the Grimrose Girls series, and I enjoyed the first one, so I'm happy to continue on. It's not spooky, but it's like my kind of dark without being dark. It's like a YA contemporary with magical supernatural undertones, and there is a queer relationship. On to roll number 7. Do you want to go up to here? 1.
1.
That one is
Cover request. Alrighty, so for roll number 7, I landed in the cemetery, which got me the prompt cover request. Now, I don't have a NetGalley sort of thing with cover requests. The ARCs we get at work is literally what they managed to send us. So I've actually handed this one across to Paige, because she actually has a NetGalley account. She actually does do cover requests, whereas I just take what I can get.
So for this one, I've gone with The Truth About Everything by Bridget Farr. The cover was absolutely the thing that drew me in.
No wonder it drew you in.
So like her parents are conspiracy theorists, doomsday preppers, sort of that education outside of being in a cult-like environment. So I found that fascinating. But yeah, that cover definitely was like, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, very
I'm sure
excited.
You'll show a graphic too.
Yeah, the graphic will have been up the entire time. But I'm excited. I really think it's going to be different from what I've read before. I don't read a lot of cult conspiracy parent sort of style books, but I think it's going to explore a lot of topics that I'm interested in, and I'm excited.
On to roll number 8. 3.
3. 1, 2, 3. So for roll number 8, as you would have seen, I just missed the woods, so I don't have to do anything. And on to roll number 9.
1, 2. Right.
We're now back on.
I got author of colour. 4. Roll number 9, I got into Oogie's Lair. And I got author of colour. So for that one, I've decided to go with Babel by Rebecca Kwan. So I've been really looking forward to this coming in. I've really enjoyed the Poppy War, so I'm really looking forward to continuing with Rebecca's writing style. Really enjoyed it. And because obviously, person of colour. There we go. On to roll number 10.
Fuck me. Nearly didn't make it. 1, 2, 3. Alright, here we go. Let's go with that one. And it is book club or buddy read. So for roll number 10, I finally made it into the woods and I got the prompt of book club and or buddy read. I figured, you know, I've got a lot of buddy reads, book clubs upcoming, but the one that is intimidating me the most is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, because it is 1,000 pages.
I always feel like you threaten me with that as a weapon.
This, I am doing a buddy read with whoever's joining in the Discord. There seems to be quite a few people, which I'm very excited for. I know that Mel's shit scared, so if it doesn't make it onto her TBR, that's fine. Amy from A Reads is also going to attempt this. I'm so sorry I threw that into chaos for her. I think we had originally planned it for next year, but then I was like, I'm gonna read it in October, because I completely forgot that we had said that.
Plan to read it.
Sorry. I've divvied up whether it be 30 to 40 pages per day if you want to read it throughout the entire month, or 60 to 80 pages if you want to read it in 16 days. This is my book club / buddy read. This is my physical stack because I'm going off ARCs. On to roll number 11. What do you need?
Well, roll number 11, I was just short of the town hall. So, on to roll number 12.
I don't think I can get there even if I was to roll a 12.
Yeah.
Oh shit! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You stole the last one.
I snuck on in there. Oh my god, ow! So let's go with this one. Still don't have any of Barb's.
Oh.
Fits the season. So for roll number 12, I did not think I was going to make it into the town hall. I thought I was going to be just as shy as you were.
And then for roll number 12, you rolled a 12.
I did, and I said, look, the only way I'm going to make it in is if I roll a 12, and there we go. So for that one, I got Fits the Season, and for that, I'm going with Into the Forest, which is a collection of short stories all based around Baba Yaga, which I'm excited to get to. And I feel like this is going to be really interesting seeing the different takes on Baba Yaga. I originally requested it from Nat Gelly when I saw that there was a prompt on an upcoming readathon that I'm not co-hosting, so I've blanked it from my brain apparently. And so I was like, well, I want to participate. That's on Nat Gelly. I'm doing October. Okay, let's make this fit.
The season of spooky.
I'm just curious to test out the other writers that are in the collection as well. On to roll number 13. So roll number 13.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, I also made it into the town hall, but there's no prompts left.
No prompts. We just wanted Ash to join me in the town hall so Jack and Sally can be together while we're chilling. This is my physical stack for Cluedo. How is my stack still thicker?
Good old Jonathan Strange.
So yeah, but that's not all. I'm not going to talk through all the arcs that I have because we will be here for a small century, but I do want to talk through the books that I'm planning on reading for Barb's readathon, and in particular my team's prompts, but I will also be tackling some others with all the stuff that I'm reading, so I will get to some other teams' prompts as well.
So I guess if you're moving on, I will say bye to everyone. Bye!
So for Team Camp Elm Street, we have 5 prompts as well as a group read. So the group read that I will be getting to is The Girl in Red by Christina Henry, and I'm so excited to read this. Again, I don't know too much, I just know that it is a Red Riding Hood retelling and I'm here for it. I love retellings, I love Christina Henry's writing, so I'm keen to get into the dark and twisty with this one. So for my actual team prompts, the first prompt is a book that features fire, and for that I'm going with Off Season by Jack Ketchum. One, there's fire and 2 burnt baby dolls on the cover. Love that. I'm so not uncomfortable at all. This is Gavin's pick for the book that I need to read for this year for my Advent Challenge, and I would not say I'm excited to get to this, but I'm intrigued to get to it. I feel like this is gonna fuck me the fuck up, so here for that. I know that Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction is also thinking of reading this, and I'm concerned. I'm really concerned about what the hell I'm getting myself into, but it is relatively short. Gavin has put it onto the forefront of my life, and yeah, jolly good. Oh fuck. Next up, we have a book that has claws on the cover, and for that I'm going with Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. Like I've said this entire time, because I was intending on using it for this prompt from the get-go. Birds count as claws. I know technically they're talons, but they're claws. They are sharp like curved objects. So yes, like I said, intimidated. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're fine. I should be wearing my everything's fine shirt. So for the blind pick, we're going to randomly generate a bookshelf and then a shelf with on that, and then the book that is going to be read. So I've got 9 shelves: TBR cut, graphic novel shelf, rainbow shelf, skinny, big, skinny, my big series, my classics, and then Ashes. Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 9.
Here's a number between 1 and 9. It's 2.
Oh my god, that's my graphic novel shelf. Oh my god, I I only have 3 things that aren't read on that. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Fuck me. Radio. So I'm just going to go with the 3 unread graphic novels that I have. Oh my god, this could have gone appallingly. So the first one is going to be Extraordinary by V.E. Schwab. The second is going to be Lore Olympus Volume 2. And the third is going to be Solutions and Other Problems by Ali Bosch. All of which I'm really happy to get to. So Alexa, pick a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 3.
Oh! Sweet! Okay. So, whilst it is actually the biggest of the 3, I'm not mad about this. I'm so excited to get to it. I will need this, and oh, bloody hell, this is going to be glorious. I read the introduction story, which is the bucket story. I'm still giggling over it with every fiber of my being. So I will fly through this. I am so excited to have this on as my pick for Bubs Readathon, and it's going to be so nice shaking up off season with this. Whilst it's a weapon in and of itself, I'm okay with this. Oh my god, that could have gone appallingly. Oh, brilliant. The next prompt is a book that features disability in some way, and I've decided that I'm going to read All for One by Lily Lanoff. I talked about this in my recommendations video as one that I hadn't read, which seems to have positive reviews about the representation in it, and I'm just very excited to get to it. So I will be listening to the audiobook of this, and I'm very excited. I did have an ARC through NetGalley, but I didn't download it in time, so technically I'm counting that off as well, and I feel like it's going to be a good time all round, and has a form of chronic illness as a primary representation within this. And the final prompt that we have is a book that features sleep, dreams, or nightmares, and for that I'm going to go with A Mirror Mended by Alex E. Harrow. So this is Sleeping Beauty meets Into the Spider-Verse, and I really enjoyed the first. It was in my recommendations video, and I want to continue on. Also, it's tiny, so that fills me with joy. I feel like A Mirror Mended might be following a Snow White character more, but there is actually no synopsis for it. So I'm just going in blind, and I'm pretty sure the first mention is the Sleeping Beauty character from the first one. I'm very excited to get to this. I wanted to continue on ASAP, and I finally made it onto a TBR. So this plus is my TBR for Camp Crystal Lake Readathon, and for my team I will be getting through these as my main priority outside of the arcs that I have as well. But wait, there's more. Of course there is. So I also am part of the BookStara read-alongs, and for that we are reading City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. I will need to get to this and the 3rd Clockwork, I believe, in October, but I'm only going to put this one on my October TBR and pray to God that I can go November for Clockwork Princess, and then the final chunky ass boy for City of Heavenly Fire, I think. Yeah, and then we're concluded. Oh my god, that's insane. But yes, only putting this one on because I have so much going on. They aren't thin, but they are quick and easy reads, so I need to get this done for BookStara. This plus the arcs that I have mentioned are the books that I would like to get to for October. This is my priority TBR. I then still have like, I think I've got 15 physical arcs floating around my house. 2 that I would like to prioritize the most is the arc of Heart of the Sun Warrior by Su Lin Tan, which is the second in the Daughter of the Moon Goddess series. This does come out in November, and I would like to read it in October to return it to Ash's work so more people can read it. As well as Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. And yeah, I don't know too much about it, but I've been curious about it, and I feel like I'm really going to enjoy it. So this is another physical arc that I have that I would like to read. This did come out in February of this year. And then, because why not, let's go Ordinary Monsters by J.M. Miro. Ash and I both would like to read this, and this is the September-October pick for Pris's book club. So reading chunky tomes, so I figured, you know, why not swap this on the pile choices. For my Advent challenge, I still need to keep reading, so I'm not sure at the time of filming this. This is the 19th of September. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to Broken Things by Lauren Oliver, which I was tentatively thinking about reading this month, but if I don't get to it, I am down 1 from the challenge being on target, so I would need to read 3. I have Off Season and The Girl in Red, which are both coming from that challenge. If I've got time, let's throw on The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, because why not? Woman shot her husband in the face like 5 times and then doesn't speak a word, and it's about the psychologist trying to tap into her brain, I believe. So good fun. And then one of my 5-star predictions that I'm absolutely dying to get to. I'm honestly eyeballing those and I just want to get to them so badly. It's going to take a sheer miracle, but I want to read The 5 by Hallie Rubenhold. This is the untold lives of the women killed by Jack the Ripper, and I am very fascinated by this and would like to actually pick it up for once in my goddamn life. This is also on the list. I also have A Dowry of Blood that I would like to get to, and any Katie Robert, whether that be The Wicked Beauty, which I need to get to finish, to be up to date with that series, or continue on with her Wicked Villains. Yeah, so I've got a lot of reading that I can do, and we'll see what I get to. So this is my priority stack for the month of October, plus a few extras, because yay. Let me know in the comments what you're participating in October, and or what book are you most excited to get to. I am keen for my reread of Matilda, as well as reading all the shit and just having a good old time with it. Also, let me know how you like seeing Ash's face back for a TBR video. This was a lot of fun to be able to play with him and work our way around the board, trying to get it done in 1 month. If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!